Luang Phor, if we are to promote anyone to a supervisory level, what are the required qualities?
The principle of promoting someone to a supervisory level is not too difficult. Okay, let's listen to the principles first. There are two principles as follow. That person should not be prejudiced. If the person is biased, no matter how skillful the person is, he will mess up the workplace. Therefore, don't appoint the person to a supervisory position. The second principle is that supervisor has to have people skills. But as you know, you have to be cautious because those who have people skills, most of them don't have the competency or don't really devote themselves to their work. Some employees who are dedicated to their work will have less people skills. We have to weigh up well. Certainly you would like to have a person who is competent and has people skills at the same time. If they have both qualities, then it is marvelous, but it's not easy to find, I have to warn you. First, the supervisor should not be prejudiced because of favoritism, i.e., he or she is then likely to appoint their close circle. Superficially, you might think that they have people skills, but in reality, they don't. The workplace will be wrecked because there will be lots of flatterers or incompetent workers, and then you will be in trouble. Then, the next category is to be prejudiced because of strong dislike. Why is this so? The supervisor might be competent, but would keep ill will against workers he does not like. The next type supervisor is prejudiced because of fear for people who have connections. Why is this so? Simply speaking, when this type of supervisor comes across strong-headed subordinates, then this supervisor will not dare advising them. This means bias because of fear. If you have a supervisor like this, the workplace will be chaotic. And the fourth category of supervisor is one who is prejudiced because of ignorance. Because not everyone in this world is all-knowing, therefore, there is a lot of chance to be biased because of ignorance. The simple principle to promote someone to a leading position is as follows. Firstly, to find out that the person is not discriminating. Secondly, to find out that the person is not holding a grudge. Thirdly, to find out whether he or she dares to advise subordinates. Then you have to see if they are humble, and they like to research and to progress, and that they are prepared to listen to advice. If it's the case, this type of person has the sign of being unbiased, so he is ready to be a leader in the first instance. The second instance is that he has people skills. Obviously, when you are recruiting, you would look for a capable person. If not, you will not promote him to a supervisory level. But be cautious, because most capable employees would lack people skills, and on the other hand, the person who has people skills would not be as competent. At this point, for the capable workers who have less people skills, you need to guide them and gradually teach them the following. Firstly, that they know how to give and be compassionate towards subordinates. Secondly, that they use endearing speech, otherwise there will be conflict to death. Thirdly, to keep teaching him or her not to keep the skills to themselves, and that they know how to train subordinates. And fourthly, they are considerate and they aren't overconfident and look down on other people. When they did something wrong, they would grieve. You need to guide them well. The Lord Buddha gave the following principles on people skills. To know how to give and share. To use endearing speech and know how to motivate people. To be ready to lend a hand. Most importantly, to share the knowledge. The fourth principle is to be just and considerate. They shouldn't be arrogant, and once being promoted to a leading position, they should not look down on colleagues. You have to examine well if they have this quality. It means they have people skills. If they need more skills, then you can top it up. For people who have people skills but are less competent, then you need to train them harder. Before the promotion, and if it is necessary to promote them, you need to guide them well. If not, your work will be affected. These are simple principles. They should not be biased. Also, they should have people skills. As such, the work will flow well because they are suitable to the supervisors.